Yeah. Got it. Okay, cool guys. Welcome. If you real quick, just intro. I am Eric Martinez, one of the head coaches here at Dynamic Fit Pros. That's the twin brother, Chris. He is 1 minute younger. And I kid you not, guys, like one of the big struggles all of our life is our huge caterpillar eyebrows taking up screens like this. So don't mind us. You guys will see a lot of that throughout this presentation and training. So other than that, let's jump into this, Chris.
Whoa, wait.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys. So there's only a couple people. Well, there's only Ed that has his, not Ed, but we only have one person that has their video on. Okay. So if you guys don't have your video on, that's totally fine. But we have a little tradition here that we do in the Accelerator program, right? So if you're drinking some water, if you're drinking some adult water, which who knows these days, right? We do a cheers right here. Okay. So let's do a cheers before we get started. Boom, boom. All right. Take a big chug because we're going to have a good time. And now we can get started. We can get the party started now.
All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about the 6-step 10K per month Accelerator pathway. So this is going to be a lot of good stuff in here. So if I were you guys, I would take out a notepad. You guys could even take out like your Evernote or the Notes app and just take some notes. But we'll actually have a replay for this as well too. And I kid you not, guys, we've been in this game for 12 years. We started off as health and fitness coaches, personal trainers, got really early on to the online game and had a lot of success with that. So we have a proven model that we've helped over, like, I want to say 500 health and fitness coaches with, and get to 5K months, 10K months. And this is some of the secret sauce we're going to be talking about in this training. And I wish I would have had these 6 steps when I started off about 12 years ago, but we're going to give them to you guys. So let's get rock and roll with this.
All right. So Lisette is my beautiful wife. So Lisette, can you actually post the Dropbox link for the worksheet? So guys, she's going to post it right there. So you guys can use the Dropbox link. There's going to be some really cool worksheets too. If you guys are watching the replay on this, you guys are watching on Facebook. If you guys want to comment below PDF, and we'll get you guys this worksheet later on. Okay. All right, guys, before we get started, right, we like to do a lot of this interaction stuff. Okay. I want everybody to unmute and say ready. If you guys are ready.
Ready.
Ready. Come on. One more time for the introverts. Ready.
All right. That was better.
All right. Okay. So the 6-step 10K month accelerator pathway. So let's jump into this first part right here. Okay. Froze. Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Not good. Okay. 1 second, guys. It's always something on here. All right. 1 second. What is going on with this? Okay, really quick. Let me start this over. Why is this doing this? This is not good. Oh, come on. All right, 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so let's talk about the 6-step 10K months pathway, okay? So I'm going to just walk you guys through the 6 steps on how this works. Now, I wish that we had literally a couple hours to kind of go through all these 6 steps and go super in depth on these, right? But I'm going to go in really, really big depth in one of these ones right here, okay? So if we look at these 6 steps right here, the very first step to get to 10K months is what we call the lead source cylinder, okay? So I'll come back and talk about this right here, okay? Now, the lead source cylinder, if you kind of understand, it's really about getting leads, right? Because if we can't get leads in our business, then really we're not going to have any business, right? Because if you can't get the leads, you're not going to get an opportunity to sell your offer to them, right? If we can't sell our offer, we're not going to have cash flow in a sustainable business, okay? So it all starts with leads. And I'm going to dive deep into that one too, okay? In this whole entire workshop that we do. The second thing with this pathway is called sell by text, okay? So sell by text, guys, is really what you do with your phone right here. Is you're having a conversation in the DMs on Facebook or Instagram, or it could even be on text message, right? But you have to get to a point as a health and fitness coach to where, kind of like in the old days, right? And the old school would be basically having a conversation as a personal trainer face to face with somebody, right? Not being creepy, not being weird or anything like that. You're just there to serve. You're there to help out, right? So what sell by text, it's the same game with the online game. Is like, you have to understand how to really message people and DM them, have conversations in Facebook and Instagram DMs again, right?
It's really just building a relationship through, just what is it, text message or just like, Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah. And then so after sell by text, the third step is what we call a 15-minute set call. Okay. And we do these set calls really just to, number one, it's qualify the prospect, and it's number two, to buy trust. Okay. Because again, we don't want to waste like 45, 60 minutes on a call with somebody that doesn't have the money to be able to pay for your high ticket offer, right? Or number two, is not committed or serious. Okay. So we do a 15-minute call to do those things. Now, the fourth thing is what we do is we move them on to what's called an inspo strategy session. Now, I like to emphasize the word inspirational selling. That's what we talk about in the Accelerator program, right? So we look at selling as serving at the highest level. And what you're doing is you're inspiring people to take action. So there's absolutely nothing, about like being sleazy or you trying to be, shady with people or trying to, scam people or anything like that. Okay. It's really, you're just inspiring people to take action on there. Okay. All right. Looks like I'm having some technical difficulties again. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on, but we'll get this back and going. This is what happens. You try to be cool and set up all this tech stuff. All right, there we go. Okay, so what I said with number 4 is you're just really inspiring them to take action, right? And that's your opportunity to really present your high ticket offer, which we teach in the Accelerator program to be anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 for an online health and fitness coaching program, okay? Now, the 5th step right here is what I talked about is your grand slam offer. And that's basically a fancy word for a high ticket offer, right? Because this offer needs to be so good to where literally it's a grand slam, right? It's a no-brainer to where somebody is on the call with you and you present this grand slam offer to them and they're in pain and you have a solution to solve that problem for them, that you can charge anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 for this, right? And a big mistake health and fitness coaches make is following the herd, charging $50 per month, $100 per month, and really undervaluing themselves.
Yeah. And the problem is you're selling a specific outcome with a specific deadline with these high ticket offers. And something to keep in mind when you're doing online coaching, you are no longer charging by the hour, you're charging by the outcome.
Exactly. Okay. And the last step, which is step 6 for this pathway, is what we call a well-oiled machine. Okay. So basically now what happens is, we obviously got the sale right here, number 1, then we have to sit there and onboard them. And then we have to deliver your online program. And then after that, we got to get them results.
Got to get them results.
Which this is consistent of building a well-oiled machine, because too many people, too many health and fitness coaches, they'll get the sale and stuff like that, but then they'll be like, oh, I'm on to the next client, right? So they just look at these clients as an ATM and just a transaction, right? Instead of having that transformation with that client themselves, right? So you have to take care of these clients, because the way you want to build your business is get them to pay, stay, and refer. Okay. So if you can get them to pay, stay, and refer, right? Take really good care of them, get them really good results, make it feel like a really good experience, just like it would be that same dynamic as in person, you're going to be really, really well off in your guys' online health and fitness coaching business. Okay. So guys, can you guys give me like a head nod or something like that if this is all making sense with this first part of the 6-step pathway? Head nod. If you guys have your videos off, you can drop me a yes in the chat. That helped me out too. Let's see some of those yeses in the chat.
And this way we know. This way we know you're paying attention when you're typing.
Right. Not scrolling on Instagram, doing that sell by text. Okay. Let's move on to this, guys. So what happens, like I said right here, if we're going to go deep into this whole part right here with this lead source cylinder, that's what we're going to do today on this workshop, is go really, really deep on this so you guys really understand this, because we teach all these different 6 steps inside of our Accelerator program. We have all of the trainings in there. We have all of the templates, everything you possibly need for the 6-step pathway. But again, I don't have all the time to be able to do this for you guys, but I really want to go deep into this first one so you understand what the foundation is for the 6-step pathway. Okay. Now, if we move on to here, called fitness marketer outliers, right? We're very big believers here in the Accelerator program that you become a fitness marketer first and a coach second. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is you have to have that mindset that you are a marketer. Okay. Too many health and fitness coaches get into this industry and they say, you know what? I'm just a coach. I just want to be a coach. I just want to train people. I just want to be a nutrition coach. And that's fantastic. But at the end of the day, if you're in this online game, you have to have that fitness marketer cap, or you're going to get passed up by other people. Because if you're just a coach, how are people going to know about you? And I hear people say, well, you just get people good results and then that'll do the work for itself. Guys, it doesn't work like that. Trust me. And I'm telling you this after 10 years of experience that we have our master's in sports nutrition. And if I just said I have my master's in sports nutrition, or I just work with people and get them results, my business is going to grow. It doesn't work like that. You have to put yourself out there on social media. Okay. You have to be a fitness marketer first.
Yeah. And after working with over 500 health and fitness coaches, I mean, they've had multiple certifications, and yet the biggest thing that they are telling us is they don't know how to, sell. They don't know how to market, all those things that certification programs lack.
Yeah. So if we look at it this way, kind of visually, right, is most common health and fitness coaches are just basically 90% of the herd, because they just follow everybody else, right? I'm just a coach. I just want to coach people. I don't want to put myself out there, right? So you're 90% of the herd, right? And they wonder why they can't scale their business or get to 10K months, okay? Now, what we teach in the Accelerator program, and I hope, by tonight that you guys reframe your mindset, is you guys want to become an outlier, right? You want to be the 10% outliers that become fitness marketers. Can you guys give me a head nod, or can you guys give me a yep in the chat if this is making sense on what I'm talking about being a fitness marketer outlier? Yes, yes, yep.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. All right. So let's jump into 5 key points to become a fitness marketer and an outlier. Okay. So let me go right through these. So the first one is going to be, you have to become a hunter, not a lover. And it's funny, we actually did a podcast on this a while back, but again, this is what we teach in our program to our students, where it's like, you have to be a hunter, and you have to put on that hunting cap to go out there and go look for leads. I kid you not, guys. Like, you can't make a post on Instagram and Facebook and just think that people are magically going to just be like, oh, hey, Ed. Oh, hey, Jerry. I want to sign up with you guys and work with you. If it worked like that, that'd be amazing. That'd be simple, but it doesn't. So we have to sit there and be hunters. We got to start conversations, get those conversations onto phone calls, and close people, and then serve them. Okay. So the second key point for this is you have to become the content producer. So also too, like, what you have to do is you have to reframe your mind that this is no longer social media. I want you guys to look at this as business media. You guys are going to be business owners. You guys are going to be, entrepreneurs. It's time to look at social media as business media, to where, again, you guys have a platform to, educate people, entertain them, and serve them and help them with their problems. And that's where becoming the content producer, comes. The third point in this is you guys got to niche down, right? And you got to get clear on your avatar. And this is something we're really, really big on with our students in our Accelerator program. We have a whole module and training on this. It's called an avatar analysis, where your content is designed to, speak to that 1 or 2 people that you're looking for, right? You're no longer speaking to this huge lake of people where it's like you're not resonating with them. You're not speaking their pain points, their wants, their desires, their needs. You don't know where they hang out. You don't know what their interests are. So by identifying the niche and really just honing down on that, it makes your content just like very intentional, and it makes it more enjoyable to create. Okay, the fourth one is good old Tom Brady. You got to create a winning belief system. And this is actually on one of our main trainings with Mind Growth, because again, like, guys, we could give someone like a blueprint of just how to get to 10K months. But if you do not have a winning belief system, I promise you that you will not take action on this. So there's 3 components when you're developing a winning belief system. The first one is you guys have to have faith in yourselves, right? And again, you have to make this business about helping others and not yourself. The second one is you guys have to take action. You guys have to implement and move the needle forward. And the third one is you guys got to be resilient. You got to be resilient. I'll say that one last time. So that's a formula for a winning belief system. Okay. So then the fifth key point is you got to master the lead source cylinder. Okay. And I'm going to jump into that. We're going to go in depth on that right now. But before I jump into that, if you guys can, type out of those 5 that we just talked about, what is it that you guys feel you need to work on the most? Out of these 5 things to become a fitness marketer, is it a hunter, not a lover? Is it becoming the content producer? Is it niching down, winning belief system? Or is it this master the lead source cylinder? If you guys can post in the chat, I would love to know. Content producer, Jerry, okay. Right on. Lisette, content producer.
Yeah, you got to step up that Instagram game, girl.
Let's drop them in the chat, guys. We're all here to learn and get better.
There we go.
Patrick, master lead source. Good.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Let's keep this train moving. Okay. So as I told you guys, right, we were going to go deep into one of those six, steps out of the pathway, right? So I'm going to go deep into this first one, which is the lead source cylinder. Okay. So this is kind of like a, I don't know, analogy or metaphor, whatever you want to call it. But this is basically like I guess like a gun cylinder, right? I was looking this up on Google. Well, I thought it was gun barrel.
Oh,
I guess it's a cylinder.
Okay.
If there's any gun guys here, tell me like if this is wrong or not, but I think this is the gun cylinder. Okay. But it's a good analogy for what I'm doing here. Okay. So this is what we have to do with our lead source cylinder. Okay. On step one, again, like I said, if we don't get hand raises, if we don't get people to our content and knowing who we are, then we're not going to have any leads and potential opportunities to present our Grand Slam offer. Okay. So the very first one on here, guys, is you got to get really good at Facebook and Instagram. Okay. And that's why we're not saying like, look, go on YouTube. We're not saying start a podcast. We're not saying go on Twitter. Like, trust me, guys, we've been at this for 10 years. We've been at this helping out health and fitness coaches for 3 years, right? Almost helping 1,000 health and fitness professionals. Everybody can get clients on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So that's what you have to do first is you have to master Facebook and Instagram and start there with your content and be a fitness marketer there. Okay. Now, the second one obviously is your guys's, if you guys have an email list or what's called an SMS list. Now, this is something eventually you want to do. Maybe when you guys are like over 5K months or something like that. Just getting started or making like, $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000. You don't need an email list. You don't need an SMS, which is a text message list. These are very powerful kind of assets that you guys have in your business, but you don't need them right away. It's just another tool though, to get leads, right? So I wanted to present that to you guys on there. Okay. So the other one is what we call hustle outside of social media.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, a lot of health and fitness coaches that are online don't really utilize this. And I don't understand why. I don't know if it's kind of like an entitlement thing. I don't know if it's because they just think because they're online, they have to find online clients, but I'm telling you guys, it could be far from the truth, right? You guys have clients anywhere from a 5 to 10 mile radius, right? Especially if you guys are doing a hybrid training model, whether you guys are a nutritionist, you guys have an office there, a brick and mortar, or you guys are a personal trainer, or you guys are doing out of a mom and pop's gym or something else. You guys have clients everywhere there. Just because they're in person does not mean you don't have, or you can't move them onto an online model. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. The next one right here is a Facebook group. So in the Accelerator program, we're very heavy on having our students build a Facebook group because that's like almost like a microwave right there to be able to warm up your guys is really like, say your guys' niche right there. If you guys can get 100 people in your guys' Facebook group and they're the right people, like they're your perfect future clients in there, that is such a massive opportunity to be able to have them there to warm them up and be able to eventually get them as paying clients on there. Okay. So if you don't have a Facebook group, start thinking about having a Facebook group now. Okay. Now this last one is, or not the last one, but this is, I think, the fifth one is referrals. Okay. So again, another underutilized tactic here is just because people are online, they forget about referrals, right? Just think about it. If you're just in person and you're brick and mortar, most of your guys' traffic is going to come from referrals, right? Because you guys are doing a good job. You're building a connection with people. You're getting them results. It's the same game on online. For Eric and I, we never ran any paid ads or anything like that. But what really helped us out was the referrals because we were on top of our clients, always asking for referrals. We had a lot of social proof and testimonials, right? So they knew that we were good, but we had to ask them. So if you guys are coaches right now, don't be afraid to ask your guys' clients for referrals, right? Make it like a monthly system or something like that.
Yeah. And let me just give you guys a little bonus to this, right? This is how you guys get more referrals. You guys stay true to this acronym that's called HACK. And then the other one that's called HUB. So HACK just stands for, with your clientele, you guys want them to be heard, you want to hold them, what is it? Hope, accountability, and what is it?
Certainty.
Yeah. So you want to give your guys' clients hope, accountability, and certainty within the context of their goals and your guys' programs. Then what your clients truly want is to be heard, understood, and valued. That's your job as a health and fitness coach, is to have them heard, understood, and valued, and give them hope, accountability, and certainty in their program. And this will lead to more referrals. So just a little tip right there on that.
Yep. And then the last one right here on the cylinder is 7-day challenges. Mm-hmm. So these are super powerful too. And I don't understand why some people are just resistant to doing them, but they're 7-day challenges, right? That literally it's 7 days to really get to know, like, and trust you, the coach, and for you to be able to give out a sample of like what you can do, what you can bring to the table as far as value and helping people out, right? So we have the whole 7-day challenge system inside of our Accelerator program, but you guys can start thinking about how can I host a really catchy 7-day challenge and get clients from there.
It's like a 7-day audition.
It is. All right, guys. So before we move on this, in the chat, please, like, what are you maybe most excited about doing after this that you can implement right away? Is it the Facebook and Instagram? Is it maybe start an email or SMS, a Facebook group, referral, 7-day challenge? What is it?
Drop them in the chat hot. Yep, FB and IG for Jerry.
Let's get one more. There we go.
Patrick, FB and IG. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Awesome,
more
guys.
content game. Ellie, 7-day challenge. Good. I think you do great with that. Is it free? You could do a free one, or you could do, I would say, like $7, and then you can frame it and market it as, hey, this is a challenge that's at $1 a day.
Yeah.
And then add Facebook group. Okay, cool.
Awesome, guys. So hopefully that was helpful.
All right, guys. So we always like to show student wins. And the reason why we like to show student wins is because if these students can do it, then so can you guys. You guys can do it too, okay? And it just starts with the winning belief system. I kid you not. So let's go ahead and roll this real quick. A 1-minute clip from one of our awesome students, Bernardo. He had worked with us for about 6 months, and literally he went from $600 to $5,000 a month. Play that.
Really undercharging in the context that, hey, I was designing full-blown custom nutritional programs for maybe $200 a month, right? And that took a long time. That takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy on my part. And I was like, wow, this isn't going to last. So I started going, after speaking to you guys, I started raising my prices. You know, I was skeptical about my own worth, what I brought to the table. And I didn't know what value truly meant after speaking to you guys, or before speaking to you guys. And then after speaking to you guys and actually kind of diving into the program, I was like, wow, I'm actually worth a lot more. So I bumped my prices up, and people were really receptive. I mean, they understood that, hey, this isn't a cookie cutter type of thing. This is custom to you, finding out what your actual needs are and what we need to work on to get you to the point you want to be at. So I went from $400 to making roughly around $4,000, and probably now, if I do my math correctly, I'm probably up to $6,000 now a month. And that's not just with career.
Oh yeah, okay. So I could have put on that actual thing that was 6,000 instead of 5,000. Okay, might have to go change that.
Yeah, that's just a quick little snapshot of Bernardo. So then after that, I want to show you guys really quick. This is really cool. This is our student Colette. She's only been with us for 4 months. And this is why I show you guys, it's because it's possible. When you guys take action, you guys have faith, you guys believe in yourselves, you guys know your worth and value, put all that together, this is what can happen. She literally hit over $5,000 in 4 months. So just want to show you guys that what's possible when you implement even these six steps that Chris has taught. And this is Matt. He's out in Canada. He worked with us for 6 months and he hit 10K months. Very, very simple. And then Colton Taylor, same thing. They were charging $50 online programs, guys. We've been there. We did that when we first started. Literally, we had screenshots of this where we charged $50 for like nutrition or training. It was such a joke. So when they came to us, we're like, no, you guys know your guys' worth and value. You guys have to have a winning belief system. They started raising their prices, gaining confidence, following that 6-step process to 10K months. And guys, they hit their mark at 10K months.
Amen. Okay, guys. So normally, you guys are probably used to somebody saying, all right, well, now the pitch, right? What's the cost and all that? Guys, I'm super transparent. Eric's super transparent. We're very relaxed, guys. I'm not here to sell you anything, right? I'm not here to really pitch anything besides a phone call. That's it. Just a phone call, right? Because again, I'm not just going to let anybody into our Accelerator program. We have to make sure we can help you. We have to make sure that you are a good fit for the community and that we want to help you, right? That's the most important thing. So that's the only way you're going to get an invitation is you talk to us on the phone first to join the Accelerator program. So I want you guys to just be like, okay, you're not going to pitch anything. No $997 thing or no like $2,000 course, right? So guys, look, if you guys are watching this right now on Facebook or anywhere else on the web, you guys can click the link below for this PDF. But if you guys are on Facebook and you guys want this PDF and worksheet, just comment below PDF. We'll get you guys that. But those that are on right now, thank you guys so much for being on here live. Honestly, we love action takers, right? So thank you guys so much. It shows me you guys are serious.
We appreciate time.
So what Lisette's going to do is she's going to drop in the chat box just a call link. That's it. It's not a payment link or anything like that. Just a call link. So if you guys want to do a 15-minute call with Coach Eric, So he can just identify where you're at currently with your business.
Come on, guys.
What are the gaps? What are some of your goals going forward? And if we could help you out with this 6-step pathway to 10K months in the Accelerator program. That's it, guys. That's all we're kind of like sitting here asking if you guys are serious, right?
I promise I don't bite.
And if you guys are watching this, on the web or somewhere like that, there should be a link you guys can click below to schedule a call with us. And then if you guys want, you guys can always go to our Instagram right here, Chris and Eric Martinez. And in the link tree, there's a link that takes you right there to the free 15-minute call on there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it, guys. Kind of short and sweet, but I hope this was helpful. I hope it was valuable. Does anybody have any questions like how this pathway works or anything like that? We got about 5 minutes, so I'm here to serve. I'm here to help you guys out.
Hey, Octavio, I just saw you pop in. Yeah, any questions, guys? It stands out. I mean, we're here to answer that and whatever's on your guys' mind.
Yeah, if you guys don't have questions in the chat, you guys can do a GTG, which means good to go. And that's totally fine too.
Okay, Ellie, thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry. Okay. I guess we dropped the mic on this.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? So I wasn't able to, for whatever reason, I'm out of the house. I wasn't able to log on. I don't know if you noticed, I was trying to log on for like the last 20 minutes.
No worries. I saw like your audio syncing too, man. So don't worry about it.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of missed the whole thing.
All right, guys. So we'll conclude there then. So thank you guys for showing up, and we'll have a replay for this. But guys, if you guys got value out of this, then take action on it. That's all we're saying is just implement, take action, and let us know if you guys have any questions. Okay.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.